Sliding a little bit, trying to get backed out over here. Alright. I'm going to put it back down into second. Yeah, here we go, sir. Yeah, here we go. Got my Pepsi. What's that? Swampy's car is under 4 feet of snow. I know a couple people live up here. One of the guys has like 4 feet of snow on his car. It's insane. You see some of these vehicles right here. Some really nice. Those things are walk the dog. What are you pointing at?
The truck is buried.
Oh yeah. That car, what is that car?
It's like a little BT cruiser.
Yeah, a little HHR, or yeah, BT Cruiser or something. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people went up and got a Christmas tree today. It's kind of funny that Toyota should be passing us. I guess they probably end up stopping because they couldn't make it up here. God, I gotta take off my jacket. This heater's working way too well. Come on. Also, when you go into the snow, of course, dress in layers. Don't just go buy $1,000 Eddie Bauer jacket and wear that. Dress in layers so you can peel one off and, you know, add and subtract as you need. Other things you could carry, I used to snow camp a lot. I'd camp in stuff like this. I don't know why. I just like doing it. Is this the post office? Yeah. They got a post office up here. It's funny. I'm gonna stop and let somebody behind me go by. Go. Turning off the, wow, turned off 4-wheel drive and look, automatically can't even drive. So you got to be able to walk it. You got to be able to know how to spin it, and when you're spinning it, you gotta learn how to feather your foot to know. You know, just enough. Okay, I'm done playing. Is that Toyota, or is that something else? Oh, that's something else. Where the hell did that Toyota go? Oh, that was the guy that followed me out of town. I wonder where that Toyota went. So back to other things you can carry. I like carrying a few different ropes. Of course, I got towage ropes, you know, tow straps and stuff like that. Because around here, especially in situations like this, a lot of people end up in a ditch. You know what I'm thinking? Oh wait, that's a little bit older than ours. I just had a brain fart because my wife and I used to have a 4Runner, and we had auto hubs in ours, but I remember that was a little bit of a newer one. Okay, this situation's a little messed up. I am gonna have to slow way the fuck down. I'm in first gear. I am putting pressure on my brakes to keep me slow. I'm going to probably end up staying more over here where the snow is packed to still keep a little bit of traction. You can see that it's bumpy right now. Well, you might not be able to see it, but it's bumpy right now because the snow is packed so hard. When the plows come over, it starts to stutter or skip. But I know this turn right here is a very hard left, so I do not want to be going any sort of fast. So I am going to stay over here a little bit. I know some people will argue and say, oh no, you shouldn't do it this way, but you know what? Yeah, kiss my ass. You don't see me wrecking right now. Knock on wood. It's a little bumpy, but I have traction. Okay, now I let off my brakes some but I'm gonna keep it slowed down. The thing is you want to keep everything constant. You want to keep your RPM, especially if you're not locked up. If you don't have lockers in your, posies in your front and rear and lockers, and if your transfer case isn't the lock-up style and everything else, you want to try to keep your whole drivetrain at a constant between 1500 to 2000 RPM, because that's going to give you the best traction. And right now I'm right about 1500 RPM. I do have my foot on the brake slightly, but it's not, it's nothing. I can still turn my wheels just fine. I still can control the truck. It's not an aggressive breakage. I do have drilled and slotted rotors. Oh God, is that fucking Toyota? See, and this is why you gotta be careful coming around mountain corners, because you got somebody like this who decided, shit, I can't go up the hill, and he's turning around and somebody coming around the corner fast. Ah, fuck. Cars gotta keep their momentum going, so they'll come around the corners fast. I'll stay over here. Most of the cars that are driving up and down got studded tires, so they got some pretty decent traction. But I don't know. Get back to snow camping. Snow camping's fun if you haven't done it. It's really cool. Until you get used to doing it and being proficient at it and knowing what you're doing, there's a lot of areas where you could go right off the main highway and off a couple roads, so you're not too far. If you had to hike it in a blizzard, you could get out real easy. That's where you want to start out at until you get confident enough, and you want to leave plans and shit so people know where you're at and everything. But I loved snow camping. It was great. I did not like building tunnels or caves or whatever, igloos, or like a lot of people do. I like building a levee on each side of me, and then one at my foot, to kind of make a U-shape on a berm, U-shaped around me. And I kind of made it a couple feet longer than I am. I like to pack the top with tree branches and stuff like that so it could still breathe. When you make an igloo and stuff like that, if it gets too hot in there, the snow starts melting on you all night. It's just kind of unpleasant. You stack it with with branches and stuff like that, it can breathe, so the warmth can go out. I also like to put it my head facing where the wind is coming from, so it will blow the heat from the fire, you know, past my head down to my feet, and I'll leave a little bit down at the very bottom of my feet area uncovered. So you know, they could go around, let this guy go around. I'm not gonna play that game. Some people get way too confident and cocky, and that's where you fuck up. Every time I fucked up, it's been the same reason. Way too cocky. It's a pretty, he had a pretty nice older Toyota truck, like an 83, 84, but his little truck still wasn't worth as much as my bed in my truck is, so I'm not going to go out and fuck it up. The other thing I like carrying with me is tarps. Even if you go camping with a tent in the snow, if you're underneath like trees or something like that, you get those widow makers, those branches that can fall down. You also get big clumps of fucking snow. And what I would do is I'd put up my tent, and then I would make an A-frame over it with my tarp. And I would use some nylon cord I have that's about as big as my middle finger. It's tree cord, you know, for doing, you know, dropping trees and stuff with. And I would tie it as tight as I can. That tarp, I wanted that tarp as tight as possible, so if something came down, the tarp would take it before it hit my tent. And people have died, you know, with branches and big ice clumps falling out of the trees at night. So as much as you can do, the better off you are. Getting about 12 minutes. And the only other thing I could think of taking up with you is you know, of course the wife ain't gonna want to go snow camping. I don't know, would you like to go snow camping?
No.
No? Okay, well then I guess you're gonna have to take your good friend, you know, 155 or nothing fancy, you know, just in case you get cold. I bet that, you know, they can warm you up. Because what's that saying? The best things are said when you say nothing at all. Something like that. Peace.